So, hello and welcome to my channel. This is a kind of a false start because I just recorded some thoughts and I recorded them in portrait. And one of the annoying things I hate is when people record and with their mobiles and do it in portrait so that I'm watching it on the screen and it just feels like, it's not quite the experience I'd like. So I'm doing this one again just so that I can have an intro with it done properly, and then I'll switch to the original one I did. So this is a hello and an apology, and I hope you enjoy it anyway. So without further ado, here we go. But I'll show you the scenes with this is my trusty gloves. You can never have too much brightness and protection. Bag, that's what it's going to be on my back with the pumps and everything. And yeah, you can see the back here as well. And well, the sun has gone down a bit because it's gone behind a cloud, but it's not too bad a day. Anyways, whatever you're doing, hope when you're watching this, you find this in good health. And yeah, take care and enjoy. Well, hello, my peoples. A slightly different kind of outdoor broadcast. I'm on a bike. I haven't talked much about my biking, but I used to do it quite a lot. But this is the first time I've been on a bike in about 3 years, I think, since before the pandemic. And as you know, the pandemic counts as like 2 years for everyone, so it feels like it's about 10 years. Anyways, hope all y'all are good. I'll probably use this as an intro. So if you've been to my channel before, thank you for coming back. You honor me with your presence and your time. If this is your first time, I hope you come again and you enjoy my particular brand of content. Got my old Betsy here. It's not the most sporting of bikes. I used to have a Claude Butler when I used to do proper road biking, but I had to get this just as a kind of exercise to keep. It doesn't have as many gears as possible. Look, I think it's like, instead of 19 speed, it's like 12 or some ridiculous thing. I need to double check the stats. And you'd notice I've got my plastic bag on top here because I've got one of those cushioned saddles, and I'm sure I don't have to explain why those things are like needed. I don't know how those guys who do racing manage, but if you've ever left your bike out and it's rain and you sat down, then you know that stuff takes weeks to dry out. So that's good. But I mean, this bike is pretty simple. I got it online. I can't remember the name of the company. I must check. It's been a while, as I said. You put it together. I wouldn't recommend this particular brand for serious road users because it's kind of like it's you can't. It's not as responsive. It's not. It's just not for serious road users. But it does a job if you're just riding locally. I was never one for just riding for the fun of it. I need to be going somewhere, so it's good when I was going to work. But I'm trying to be better at that. Every now and again, just take it out for a spin and get that blood circulating. I've only just occurred to me that I should probably get some kind of bike stand so I can take you on some of my routes. So I'll be looking into that, and yeah, we'll do that. So I just had a biker's brunch at a local Tesco's. I don't think we have those anywhere outside the UK, but yeah, a bit of wrap on a Lucozade. I haven't had a Lucozade in a long time, but I'm gonna get back on it now and head up down the road. Those of you who do want to get out there biking, make sure you can see colors galore. As you can see, one thing any road user can't say is that he didn't see me. You know what I mean? There's brightness everywhere, and make sure you don't assume that cars see you coming still, especially when the light is turning down. Get yourself one of them flashing bulbs, man, that you can see from places to come. Right, I better get on this. I'll try and talk more about it when I'm done. And yeah, that's about all there is to say, really. If I think of anything else, I'll add it. Let me try and get into the sunshine so you can see my mug better. Yes, when we do have sunshine, it comes out nicely. We've got like double digits, as in I think it's going up to like 13 or 14. But when it drops, it's going down to like 2, and you feel that change, seriously feel the change. So your body can get used to it if it's just stable at like 5 or 6 or something. I say get used to it to some extent. You layer up, innit? You layer up. But when it's actually changing, oh my gosh, it's hard, man, you know. But yeah, now I'm cycling, your body's warming up as you go. So it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm actually thinking in my head how to capture something. I've got a couple of stands here, but it's just the first one, you know. We won't do everything the first time. So you get to see me and some of my gear. You also want the side-on view as well, because obviously if you're crossing the road, cars coming towards you, there's no point being all bright in front and nothing at the side. So the bike, not strictly necessary, but usually you walk around with your bike kit in case you get a puncture and everything. I just have like I have a small pump which I had to use today. You know, I did the whole squeeze tire thing. I thought that would be enough, but as soon as I got on the bike, man, like, oh, that's going straight to ground. So I had to use that. Got my reflectors, you know. Worth spending the money. Don't skimp on the proper pedals. You know, every little helps. If I was doing proper road riding, I'd probably even have the fluorescent bits around my ankles. But it's not that sort of thing. Just some rural places. I did pass and see one park in the area that I've never seen before. So I probably need to take the boys out there. And oh my gosh, I've just realized that I've been recording this in portrait and not landscape, but I can't do all this recording again, so I'll see if there's something fancy I can use behind. All right. Wow, well, I hope this wind doesn't interfere with the sound too much. I actually thought that when I left Tesco's to go home, that was it. I was just gonna put together a simple video that said, you know, I went for a cycle and I'll show you some of my trip another time. But I came upon a random cycle lane and I thought, well, I'm here, I might as well go through it, see what it does, where it goes. And to my delight and surprise, if you can look behind me, I'm in a kind of nature reserved area. And I thought, well, actually it's quite lovely. The chill is beginning to set in, not too bad, but it just means that it's enough that I can enjoy the scenery as I cycle. Now, I'm still not a fan of these kinds of things just because primarily I'm doing it to get more physical activity. And what tends to happen with these kind of places, you can just glide, you know. But I came upon this riverway. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's I don't know, I want to call it a brook. But it's sweet to have. And I just noticed this bench that I stopped to set out as. And it's a bench that was clearly donated on behalf of someone. So I think it's just good to remember this because I did something similar for my mom. I haven't mentioned my mom before. But someone is obviously getting comfort from being able to come here every now and again and sit with their granddad. So I'll acknowledge Mr. Alexander Cater. Don't know if you can see much of that, but I'll probably take a picture and post it there. And I think it's nice when you see people being celebrated in this way. I mean, not to talk about death or anything, but since this channel is to also help deal with some of the anxieties that people go through, dealing with death is one of those things, you know, loved ones that you spoke to all the time and then suddenly not there again. So it's nice to have a place to go to. Not everyone fancies going to the graveyard. I don't really, for all kinds of reasons. I prefer to go somewhere where people that I've lost had lovely memories. And somewhere like this, you can see people just coming and having a picnic around here and sitting here. This is the view you get. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. And I'll just take you to learn something of where I am because I've turned off my mobile data. So there we go. I happen to be at somewhere called Straits Mill. I haven't read a whole bunch about it, but I will go and Google it later on. So thanks very much to Braintree District Council. I am partaking of your signage and such like. But yeah, there's lots of people out enjoying the outdoors, and I guess as we progress into summer, as long as we don't get a lot of rain, you'll see more of that. But as I'm on my homeward journey, I shall go and continue that. And yeah, take care. All right. So I'm sure you guys can guess what happened right after I made that last video, chatting about, oh, I'm not getting that physical exercise, a lot of gliding, because gliding implies there's like at least a gradual incline or gradual decline. So what happens after that is it must be corrected. It's not a case of what goes up must come down, more like if you glide down you must go back up. And that's when I remembered the thing about the changing of gears on this bike. It's not great. It's like you really have to be flowing for the gears to change smoothly, otherwise you're really struggling. I've had to do like some loops in the road just to be able to change gears. But yeah, it just meant 5 minutes later I was all huffing and puffing. First time in a while. But it was a good little workout. So we'll find out, because one of the reasons I was happy to get back out is I had a particular heavy bout of Achilles Tendonitis. I'll do a vlog on that one day, but it happens every now and again, and it hurts. So I'm just trying to strengthen the calf muscles back up, get everything moving again. And I was happy I got back out there. So but generally everything is kind of working out. I thought I'd come in, just hook everything up and just send it live, share with you guys. And I've managed to, I think, get all my equipment just about hooked up so that when I'm done I can just pull up one plug and push it back in another laptop ready for work tomorrow. Unfortunately I'm doing this on a Sunday, and it's work, but we've got a short week, so the stars are somewhat aligning, and I hope they are for you too. And I wish us that for the week, shall we say the month. I don't think we're there for the year, but let's just say I hope whenever you're watching this, your stars are aligning.